Hi everyone, Rob here. Let's take a second and let's talk about team leadership. We're all familiar with teams, what teams do. We've all been part of teams. Some of us have even led teams, or we've had to use teams for different projects. But let's talk about the significance of actual team leadership. The team leaders have multiple roles, can do a lot of different jobs, but in essence, the main thing they are is the glue that holds everyone together. So if you think about this, think about a set of planes that are going on a search mission, and there's six planes. One of them is the squadron leader or the flight commander. I'm not fully aware of my military terminology there, but one of them is the leader, and they have a designated task. But that leader will listen to the team and then offer instruction if they want somebody to roll to the left or to the right or to search a different area or to go do reconnaissance somewhere else. Or if they need to get everyone back together so that they have the strength in numbers, they'll call the other planes back in so they're all together. Same thing can happen with a group of ships. Whenever they're searching, they can do the same thing. You've probably experienced teams where everybody will be sent out to do something and a team leader will call everyone back in. Team leaders are that glue. They give basic direction. Sometimes they distribute work or they assign responsibilities. Team leaders do not do all the work. They do not expect everyone else to do the work and for them to do nothing. The team leader has to set the example by also doing the work. And sometimes that means they're doing the hardest jobs or the most jobs. But they are also the organizer who's keeping track of everyone so that all the pieces come back together and get fit together into a like a jigsaw puzzle. Whenever you put a puzzle together, you are the team leader assigning all those pieces to different places so that they all fit together. If the puzzle sits in a box and nobody takes the initiative to be the leadership, all those pieces are going to stay in the box. They're not going to get put together. So how can this really affect you? Well, let's say you have a team at your job or at your church or anywhere else. You can designate different jobs to different people. You want this person to do research. You want this other person to do technical writing because they have a great writing skill. You want this person to piece it all together, another person to do publicity or public relations. Everyone has their own specific duties, but it all falls together so that the whole job gets completed. And whenever somebody comes to evaluate the final effort, they never know that there were seams or anything different than the final project. Let's take another example of a team leader. And recently we just finished up the Winter Olympics. If anybody happened to watch the U.S. women's hockey team win gold, hockey is a very team oriented sport. On the team, there's a captain. The captain holds the team together. The coaches give directions and give plays, but a lot of times the captain on the team is telling commands and giving signals while out on ice, or they're taking a point to get the job across. Teamwork as a whole for the U.S. women's hockey team worked out perfectly as they won in the shootout. I'm sure they'd rather win in regulation time, but a win is a win and a gold medal is a gold medal. And that team came together. The team leadership was more than just at that game, though, because it started months and years before whenever all the players were playing together. Sometimes for a team, there's going to be discrepancies off the ice, and that team leader can help hold the team together and get them back on course and realize what the goal is. At the practices, team leaders sometimes run drills, sometimes they notice things that the other team members don't notice, and they bring those up to everyone's attention. All those pieces you and I didn't see because we weren't at the practices. Those are situations where the final effort and the final project is what we saw, the women's team winning a gold medal, all because of talent of all the individual players that all went together to form an astonishing team and a team leader to make sure that everything fit together and to make sure that it all worked out. So that's a good example of team leadership and why it's important and why you should be concerned about it and why you should do your best to be the best team leader that you can be. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.